Hey all. So, I don't really have much of these trips, but every so often I have a trip where I just catch one fish. And most of the time, you guys aren't going to see that. Cuz I think, if you're going to put a video out, at least have a few fish. So, this is going to be one of those vids where I just kind of put together a few of those trips. And yeah, hope you enjoy. Stay tuned. So the first trip, I came out with the intention of catching bait because I was going to go fish up north with a friend. And so I was going out, just going to get some mullet. And I thought, you know what, let me bring a few rods just in case I see anything. And so I get to the spot, and this is where I caught a 39-inch snook about a week before. So there's big snook in there, and I saw this wake, but I said, you know what, I'm here for mullet. Let me just go focus on catching some mullet, and then if that wake's still there, I'll deal with it. Mullet was tough, only got a few, and the wake was still there. She was still on the surface waking. It's like, you know what, let me just go and toss a mullet at her, because I'm assuming it's a big snook. So I went over to it, tossed a mullet, and this is what happened. So she ate the mullet pretty quickly. Came out here for me. So at this point, I'm thinking, man, this might be my personal best, and I don't have a single bump board to measure her. It's barely hooked. Just a big old backwater girl. So since I didn't have a bump board, I took a measurement and made a little mark as to where her tail was. And she ended up being 40 and some change. Just barely hooked too. Look at that. Came out here looking for bait. Ended up sticking 40. That's a motherfucking fish right there. Never thought I'd get my my personal best snook and my first 40-incher on a bait fishing mission. But you never know when that big one's gonna come. So another trip, this following trip, I went out. It was just gonna be a local trip, looking for tarpon. It's still a little bit early, but you know you gotta go out and just see how it is. So this trip was more of a scout mission than a slay mission. And got out there, got some mullet, and went to the tarpon area. Saw a few rollers, but they weren't congregated together. They were kind of scattered. And I noticed that they were coming up kind of like this, not like this. So when they're coming up like this, that means they're on the bottom. They're rolling and going straight back down. So that's exactly what they were doing. And I was tossing around a mullet and finally got one to eat, and this is that fish. So every year I chase these smaller tarpon around locally with light tackle. They're not big. You know, the biggest one I hooked in this area is probably around 60-70 pounds, but usually they run in that 15 to 30 pound range. Got him on, baby. Got him on. Eat or touch. He's nowhere near ready. Just kind of walking him. Ooh. Probably will take him to the boat ramp. Boat ramp's right there, so might as well. About a 20-pounder. On this light tackle, it's fun. Oh! I don't know how I didn't just lose him there. So I sped it up. I'm just walking this fish to an area where I can get out and, you know, take a quick pick and safely release her. And fun fact too, the hook didn't work its way through its mouth up until around this point. So if I didn't keep constant pressure, this hook would have been tossed so easily. And this fish was a little bit under 40 inches. So perfectly fine to take out for a quick pick and let her go safely. And that was, I got 2 other bites, but they just missed the mullet. So one for 3 on bites. I'd say that's pretty good, considering I've been to that spot and, you know, had 8 shots at tarpon and missed every single one. So I think, ended the day early, so couldn't complain. But yeah, some days you just have, you know, one fish that saves the day from skunking, and sometimes it's those nicer fish. So, hope you enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe. Till next time, see ya.